Okay people, welcome back to another day on the channel, and this morning we are looking at the New Zealand Japanese yen trade. Obviously currently we're down 1,100 naira, and I think it's coming from this demand zone. Obviously, so it's coming from this demand zone right here, and this is a 4-hour demand zone at the spot right here. We're looking at seeing price probably do some sort of miracle, not really do something there, but liquidity has been taken here before, and now what we're seeing is price is retracing to look for a demand zone. So I'm feeling and I'm expecting, though you don't feel and expect in trading, but I feel and I expect for price to come down here at most. This is the last demand zone available on the 4-hour. So I hope price comes down here and then takes off for continuation, then go ahead to break whatever high it's creating here, or you could somehow find a decision and move upwards. But we're watching and we're seeing that go. So if you're out there and you want to see what forex trading really looks like, this is the channel for you. Like, trust me, this is the channel for you. This channel is the raw documentation of actual progress and regressions that a person who is into forex seriously and also has a 9-to-5 job is like. This is literally the whole shebang. Now on the edge finder, we're going to look at a little bit of history. I want to look at the bearish market today, the Australian dollar Swiss franc and the Australian dollar New Zealand dollar. So if we go to the history graph, right, if you go to the history graph and just let it load up, we're going to go for the AUD Swiss franc, and we're going to see. So this is like a history of price in terms of a history of the price one, and a history of what trade the edge finder has predicted for that particular market. So you can see over here the edge finder has started predicting bearish score while the market was going up way back as far back as June 4th. So at June 4th, it has started predicting bearish market, and then it went neutral. It even went positive at some point, slightly positive. But what happened? Price went up and went straight down. Price went up and went down, and ever since then, it's been going down, with even stronger predictions just before hard falls. So now we're looking at the predictions reduce in severity, all the way from 9 as it was on 21st, and now it is -6. That's the first one. And then also we're going to look at the Australian dollar New Zealand dollar. So let's go for the Australian dollar New Zealand dollar immediately. What we see here is it has always been predicting bearish on this market for a long time, went back up and it's coming back down again, and currently it is just in the line to say it's a bearish market again. So let's check out those two currencies immediately on this chart and see what it looks like. First and foremost, on the chart, well, on the monthly, I do not really, I'm looking at this and I won't lie, I'm not really impressed with this. It is running very fast. So here we have a monthly low. Here we have a monthly low, and we have a monthly high right here. So the last high that led to this low, obviously we've not had a retracement yet, so this is a monthly high. I think we're gonna have a retracement soon. We're going to start having this retracement pretty soon, but I can't find a good supply zone except for this one right here. But even this one, it has been mitigated right here. It has been mitigated right here by these two candles, and it's no longer so trustworthy to me. So in that case, I'd say price could come up for a weekly zone instead. So big brother, small brother. You see the big brother, small brother. In the discount zone right here, we have this price action right here, and now price has made a new high before it made a low right here. All right, so what we have is this zone to look out for on the weekly. Hence, we are now looking at this whole arena, and we're looking for price to come up within this zone. So first and foremost, I see this good supply zone on the weekly. I also see another supply zone right here. These are supply zones I see here on the weekly. So there are just these two supply zones on the weekly. This would have been there, but it has been used, and this was the one that used this supply zone. So we have these two supply zones on the weekly, and even though it's printing bearish, we're just looking to see how much further it can go. On the daily, following the last leg, obviously, remember this is the last leg all the way down here. We have this low still showing up, but from the low, right, from this low, what high led to this low? Obviously it was this high that led to the low. So this was the daily high, and if you're wondering how I spotted this high as low, this is what I did. So you just draw the structure backwards. You're looking for where price went so high before it made a retracement, which is right here. So this is the structure backwards, hence this is your high, and this is where daily break occurred. The daily break occurred right here. So price hasn't made it all the way back to taking out this high, so therefore what we're seeing over here is just consolidation as far as the daily is concerned. These are like really tiny time frame structures, and on the daily we're looking for positions right here. This was the last candle before the run. This is the last candle that ran, and within this entire place we have a daily zone. So you can see we're now having a confluence location where we expect price to make its way to before any other thing. So on the 4 hours, let's see if we can then find something to trade with. Right, let's see if we can find something to trade with. I can see a better amount, like a huge amount of structure. Let's just use the part 2 so that we'll be a bit faster here. First we have this up, then this down. Now until this is broken and closed above, it's not a high, so this is the high, not this. Then we'll have this low. This is broken obviously by this, so we have this high, this low, then we have this high. Now we would have said this low, but obviously this didn't break this part, so we're looking for what broke it, and if you scroll down, it is right here. So right here, and this is just the daily structure. We have this retracement. Now we're looking at price to either break through here or starts its retracement. So right now we're looking at this very small structure, so we might end up having something like this, or we could have something like this where price finally breaks through like this, and all of this is going to go down below like this for a better zone. So in other words, what we're looking for right now is a clear demand zone at the bottom where price is likely to reverse. So we're going to start from the weekly again, and we're going to go up to the daily. So on the daily, below price level, right, so you take below the levels price has been before. Right here we have a very clear demand zone on the daily. So basically we're expecting price to come here, and then based on the reaction we see here, you can see that there is no more daily demand zone beyond this point. So based on the reaction we see here, we will then know what price is about to do. We can go down to the 4 hours to make it even clearer for ourselves. Below this point, so I'll just take this one below this point. So below this point, right, below this point, are there other demand zones that have not been touched? Oh yes, we do have other demand zones, but I prefer a demand zone within the higher time frame zone, and obviously you can see one right here. these sets of candles, they led to a major push. Obviously price has mitigated one already, and this is a higher time frame push, right? This is a higher time frame push. Don't forget, this higher time frame push is something you should always watch out for, because price is going to mostly respect the higher time frame situation than to respect the lower time frame situation. This is what we have right now. So I am looking more, or rather I am expecting more of this. So price could either come below and then start to push upwards. This is what I personally would like to see. It doesn't mean the market should do it, but this is personally what I would like to see. And I'll just watch. And how do I watch to see if this is already taking place? Well, it's very simple. All I need to do is wait for price on the 4 hours, right? On the 4 hours, I need price to take out this high right here. If price could take out this high right here in the 4 hours, right? All I just want to see is price take out this high, just to make it simple. I want to see price, see this low right here. First and foremost, I want to see price take out this low on the 4 hours, and then in it's taking out this low, probably with this particular one it's created, retrace and do whatever I want to do, but take out this low and then break above this high, then retrace and retest and break above it. The moment price does this kind of move, I'm in for it, and I'm going to be hoping for this region right here for a start. I'm going to be hoping for this for a start, and then into the daily demand zone also. But until price does this, I don't see a move here yet. Also, let's move on to Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar immediately. The monthly, what is the structure? Wow, this is heavy consolidation on the monthly, like critically heavy consolidation on the monthly. And you can also actually find a weekly structure within this place already, and I'm going to show you very fast. It's very simple. So on the monthly we had this. So basically on the monthly, right, we expect price to push its way all the way up here, but it seems price is dancing very hard and dancing extremely. So we might be seeing a change of structure. Price is going to be breaking this low. We might be seeing that on the monthly, but you know the monthly is very difficult to determine a direction. So let's break it down to the weekly. So on the weekly, remembering that this is the last leg we've had, and we're expecting price to move up, right? Forgetting about the expectation, starting from here on the weekly, we have this high brought about this low. Now price has not broken above this high until this point, so we take this high, and then price has tested this low currently. So this is the weekly structure. And how do I know? It's very simple. If I go down to the weekly, you can see it right there. The high here, by the time you draw your line straight forward to where price touched it, it's here on the weekly. And you can take this as your structure now and say, okay, this is the weekly structure. But you end up drawing so many things like this. For example, you end up drawing this to this point. Take note, this has not been broken, this is just wicks. And to confirm that, we simply do this, right? And ask, we're just going to ask, what is the change in pips? If it is negative, that means it hasn't touched it, so it didn't close above, but it wicked it, meaning it took liquidity out from there. That is simply what it did. So what we're seeing here is this: the price went up, came down, wicked above, wicked again, but guess what? It is now printing a bearish situation. Why do I say it's printing a bearish situation for us here? It is very simple, very obvious. If you've been watching these videos, it is quite obvious. We have this low, and it has been taken, a very clear weekly low, which has been mitigated and taken. So what are we expecting, right? What do we expect? We expect price to do what other miracles? This return and continue a trend, if it really wants to continue a trend on the weekly. But we can't wait for weekly candles, right? Because over in this weekly we have this weekly supply zone, and you can see that price has actually met with supply and really pushed away from it. Went down to the demand. You can see this is the weekly demand. It's going down to the demand and just taking the demand. So what else are we hoping to see here again? What else are we waiting to see? Well, we can say we are waiting to check the daily to see what the daily is really printing for us. And the daily, we're going to be looking out for this high, and price hasn't closed above this high. In other words, this is still a good protected high for the daily time frame, meaning we are looking for price to break one of the two. So price to either break here or here for us to know where we are going, and then we'll move down to the lower structure. In the lower structure, I see a lot of consolidation. I do not want to draw too much here, but I'm going to start from the low right here, which is easier. This is a low from here, so this is a 4 hours low. Price starts breaking below this, I should start selling, obviously, right? So this is a 4-hour low, and price did a lot of movement here, a lot of movement. So we could draw the tiny structures, but I don't want to go through that stress. I don't like drawing too much tiny structure, so I'll simply just draw the clear structure I can see, the very clear structure. I'll start from here. I'll say this high. Obviously this is the highest high here, so this high, this low, this clear obvious high. Well, this was supposed to be the high anyway, and now we are having this low. So with the edge finder tool telling us looking for selling pressure, well, we're expecting price to do something. It was printing a bullish trend somewhat, so we're expecting price to do something, right? And which is if price is bearish, right? If price is bearish, we have this whole area for price to totally cancel out. So price cancelling out this location, coming into here, cancelling this location, would be enough for us to decide, okay, price really is bearish. This market, I do not see clear direction as far as I'm concerned, so I can't trade this unless I want to scalp it. Scalping it, yeah, I can see it, I can find directions on that perspective, but actually trading it like this, I don't see a clear direction. I do not see a clear direction at all, so therefore I can't trade this market. So that will be all for today. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for being part of the audience. Do well to hit the subscribe button, join the moving train. We hit 50 subscribers yesterday and we're looking to move forward. Also, in that video of yesterday, I kind of made a mistake. The statement sounded like I did it in 1 hour. No, I was just saying in the last 1 hour I was able to finally move from 49 to 50 subscribers as of yesterday. But currently we're at 50 subscribers and we're looking to get 100 by the end of next month. So do well to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and share this video to people who find this analysis very useful. Thank you all for watching, and catch you all on the evening session. Peace.